Welcome back to part number 5 of Beyond Two Souls. We're immediately playing as we left off on the last rather lackluster episode of Beyond Two Souls. So, what we just did, we did the dumb, stupid Iraq episode, or Nigeria, or wherever we were. And we pretty much found out that Ryan was a douche all along, and not just in my suspicions, but for real. And we poisoned his dinner, and it was very fun. So now we are progressing the game, and we should, the mission, I think this is the one where you're in the Russian base. Oh, never mind, that was the one I just did. Old friends. So this is after Navajo. This is the furthest one that we've done. So she'll be the oldest here. So everything, she's already done everything that we've played already at this point, this level that we're doing. So here is Cole.
Jody, little princess.
How did he not like look to the left and see her?
What a beautiful young woman you've become. Just as pretty as ever. Sad and lost. That's the first time I saw you.
I can't even imagine how it changed you.
And I was hiding. Oh, yeah. Good to see you too, buddy.
Walk with me?
Yeah. I was worried. You're looking for me.
I had to run away. I had no choice. How's Nathan?
Oh, he's the big boss now. He's running the DPA. Let's come over.
So Nathan is the quote big boss now. That means he's the head of the corporation, and he's doing top secret experiments, and he's already descended into supervillain tier at this point.
Long way since the days of our little lab.
And you? What are you working on?
I'm running a small group. We're trying to classify types of entities, see if they're different species, that kind of thing. It's not the highest priority, but I get to do what I want.
Did you tell anyone that I called you?
No, of course not. Not even Nathan. Wouldn't do me any good to be meeting up with a known fella now, would it?
What I talked to you about?
So the episode that takes place immediately before this is Navajo, and she had very short hair in that. And I know from experience that it takes probably 6 months to 8 months to maybe even a year to get hair from as short as it was to as long as she has it now. So she's been in hiding for a year with no job, no income, no anything, and she somehow looks not like totally rugged and dirty and everything. So I don't know really what, I wish we could have been filled in on what happened.
Did you find out anything?
On the day you were born, a woman named Nora Gray had a child in the DPA hospital. Her child was declared stillborn.
Where is Nora now?
She was interned in a psychiatric hospital just after she gave birth. According to her file, she should still be there now.
My mother's been in a mental hospital for 24 years. I mean, why? What happened?
That's all the file said. I'm so sorry.
I've got to go see her.
Jody, I know how you feel, but she's in a mental hospital. You might not get the answers you're looking for.
I'm not looking for answers. I just need to see her. I mean, don't you understand? She's my mother. If I could look her in the eye, I could find out who I truly am.
Jody, She's in a high security DPA facility and wanted by every law enforcement agency in the country. You won't be able to get in.
Nothing's gonna stop me from seeing her.
So going AWOL from the CIA apparently makes you wanted by every law enforcement, everything. And she didn't exactly go AWOL either. She completed the mission and was going home. So at best, they should be looking for as in terms of rescuing her, not because nobody knows if she's, you know, like, you know, mentally all there. According, well, I mean, we know because we're playing as her, but according to Clayton, she jumped out of a moving airplane and bailed for it. So he's probably lying to them about her what she's capable of.
You've taken a huge risk. Thank you, Cole.
So like I said, Cole dies no matter what you do. I'm pretty sure he always gets killed by Nathan.
Hey. You didn't think I was gonna let you get alone, did you?
So Cole either gets killed for his actions here, helping Jody, or he gets killed because at the end of this game Dawkins has pretty much lost it and he doesn't really see reality. So he'll just kind of wave his gun around and kill everyone.
Something let me feel wrong.
I'm not back in 30 minutes. Just go.
You didn't come here to wait in no car.
Cole, wait.
So I'm pretty sure there's going to be a bonus somewhere here. Because usually in like these useless areas like this where you're just walking from one place to the other, is usually where they sneak in all the bonuses. Yeah, this is pretty suspicious how we just kind of waltz right in here.
Try the polite approach. Gets me every time.
Hey, I've come to see Nora Gray.
Can I see your authorization?
Maybe we can go without authorization this time. Maybe we can just come to some kind of an arrangement.
I'm sorry, all visitors must have correct authorization.
Found her. Nora Gray, 7th floor, room 43.
Hey, there's no call button. Maybe it's behind the desk.
So there's going to be, in a real life situation, there'd be security cameras everywhere here, so
far, so good.
they've already been spotted by now. So I'm pretty sure the level after this is the Russian like underground base one, and that one is balls hard. So
What now?
Aiden, find a way to open that door. Crap. You gotta distract the guard first. go. Nice, Eden. Now unlock the door. Come on.
So, I understand that Cole really cares about Jody, but I highly doubt he'd risk his very, I'm assuming, high-paying job since he's been here for probably 20 plus years. And, I mean, he's really jeopardizing his, camera.
Oh, he's too far away.
This man is still asleep. I watched the film Rain Man yesterday with Dustin Hoffman and Tom Cruise. And we all know Tom Cruise is a violent psychopath, but somehow nothing's being done about that. I really hope I never meet that guy. He's 5'6", but he never... I've noticed that every male he's ever starred with seems to always be shorter than him. So I'm kind of wondering if that's kind of a deal he has whenever he signs on to make movies, is there can't be a man in the movie taller than him. Because he has what I like to call short man syndrome, which usually, more often than not, when you have a guy who's under 5'10", 5'9", they act really superior, really egocentric, like big boss man. They always want to act superior and they get in your face, and that's usually little man syndrome right there, and they try to overcompensate for everything because of their shortness. Good thing I'm not a victim of short man syndrome. I'm a victim of tall man success. Okay, so I need to make sure there's no cameras anywhere. Cole just walked right ahead. He didn't give any thought into... Well, Cole's definitely been seen on the... This place is pretty fancy for a mental hospital. I should know. Hint, hint. I don't like how this,
Good job.
these floors are like, it doesn't really look like they're floor, they look like, they look too shiny. It's like I'm walking in a, like a river or something.
I'll wait here. Jody, she may have lost her mind. She might not even know you're there. You shouldn't go in.
I wonder if you stay there long enough, you can just kind of leave with them. I've never tried that. Unlike Heavy Rain, this game I don't really go for all the options and everything, because usually they're, more often than not, they're just sad and cruel towards Jody. And I don't really want to put her through that, and yes, I understand she's imaginary, but I never want to have girls, especially, get hurt. And in Heavy Rain, you play mostly as men. Actually, in Heavy Rain, you play as an actual FBI special agent, not this CIA evilness corporation like you have in this game. So that's just one reason why Heavy Rain is superior. Also, Norman Jayden is one of, if not my favorite video game protagonist. He's definitely in the top 3. So Norman Jayden, fantastic character. Ethan's kind of a crybaby, kind of whines a lot, doesn't really do anything. Madison, however, Madison is probably the most useless person in that story, because when you play as her only job is to confirm suspicions of other people. She's pretty much only put in that game because she's a woman and they need to exploit her. Because there's many instances in that game where creepy men try to, do things, and she can like take a shower in any episode. She's constantly in her undergarments. She never really does anything, She doesn't really go anywhere or solve anything that Norman or Ethan wouldn't solve first. So she's just kind of there in case you mess up as Norman or Ethan, to kind of swoop it. It's pretty much a second life is what Madison is in Heavy Rain. That's why I heavily dislike her. And in Heavy Rain, you'll hear all about this when I do Heavy Rain, because we're kind of towards the end of Beyond Two Souls. We're getting there at least. So after this, Heavy Rain will be starting, and that is a much superior game to this, and I love it. There I go again, I do not love any non-living thing. They're all material items. They're not worth anything. They're not worth love. I do not love this game. I do not love Heavy Rain. I heavily like Heavy Rain more than this game. It's more catered to my preferences as a person and what I'm interested in when I play a video game. It has more likable characters in this game. Jodie is more likable than most of the characters in Heavy Rain, but unfortunately the other characters in this game, such as douchebag Clayton, really weigh it down. So I'm kind of, Also, Ethan's wife, his first wife, looks shockingly like Jodie's foster mother, so I'm convinced they just used the same model and tweaked it a little bit. Also, Madison can fall in love, quote-unquote, with Ethan, and that just goes again. She only really is in that game to be, like, used as a backup option if you die, and to, like, be in relationships with the characters. So Madison could have been cut entirely from Heavy Rain, and I would have been more than fine with it.
It's me. Jodie. Mom, it's me. Jodie.
So one of the questions I could have asked Cole was father ? And I'm actually kind of regretting that I didn't push that, because I really want to know who Jodie's father is, because I doubt Cole would have told me, but that would have been interesting to know. again, Stranger Things completely ripped off this game.
The mother and the father, both gifted. Do you realize how important this baby is? You won't be able to, Nora. Let us take care of everything. It's for the best. You know that.
That's my baby! Bring her back! I've changed my mind! I want my baby!
Sedator, quickly!
Please!
Get the baby out of here!
She may develop some special abilities. Let us know as soon as anything unusual happens. Increase the dose. Make sure she never regains consciousness.
So, once again, Stranger Things completely ripped off this movie. This video game, sorry. Very, very highly and consistently they've ripped off this movie. Video game. I'm saying movie when I mean video game. Video game. This is a video game for PlayStation 4 developed by Quantic Dream. Okay? Stranger Things ripped off this video game developed by Quantic Dream for PlayStation 4. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was my fault.
So I can choose to mercy kill the mother, I'm pretty sure.
What I did. What are you trying to show? Destroy this thing, Ivan. Destroy it now. My little girl. My little girl. I was so afraid I would never see you again. I've missed you so much, Jody. I've missed you so much. What happened? What did they do to you? The drugs they gave me trapped me in this hell. There's nothing I can do. Just wait for it to end. I'm gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna help you. It's too late, Jody. It's too late. I love you more than anything else in the world. Nothing will ever change that. Mom!
So this is very sad. This game is just very sad, and I feel bad for Jody. Yeah, her life would have been so much better if this is her real mother, not that fake foster parent garbage that we had to deal with the dickhead dad. So, yeah. What this is reminding me of is Heather's, Winona Ryder's character, and this mother. They look almost identical, or the mother looks just like Veronica's mother in that movie. No, Jody doesn't really look like Winona Ryder. Although, since I'm already talking about this, Heather's is I mean, it's not. It's a more of a movie that's not like academically good, but it's good in the sense of you get to see what's really, you get to see a lot of interesting things in that movie. Also, Christian Slater circa 1988 and Winona Ryder circa 1988 make a very good pairing of people to put in that movie. Also, since I'm talking about this, Winona Ryder in 1988 was a total cutie pants, and she's a total cutie poo in that movie, and she's yeah, so that's nice. It's a very nice movie considering that it's supposed to be not very nice. But I always found it comforting. I never really found it as a comedy or like a, you know, whatever kind of movie, a satire. But I always found it comforting because no matter how many times you watch it, it has the same ending, the same everything. The characters are great, great script, great jokes. I feel bad for Veronica because Jason Dean keeps trying to get her to kill with her, but he in the end he ends up offing himself. In the original ending of that movie, he actually succeeded in blowing up the entire school. So I can relate more than you know to that movie, and I feel bad for Veronica in it because she's alone and she's unsettled by Jason Dean, who's constantly, I mean, I think they should have gotten back together by the end of the movie because Jason he's not like Ryan in this, where he actually cares and loves for Veronica while he's dealing with inner demons and homicidal rage. So that's a dedication to really, I mean, in the funeral scene they're holding hands. He didn't have to do that, but he did. They're you know, it's a very good movie. That's what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, this is a very, so we have to 𝘚𝘵 Jodie's mother, and I think it's required. I don't think you can just leave her here. I mean, that'd be kind of a dick move if you could just leave her here. So we can either stop her heart or unplug her life support, I think. So again, the only really quote-unquote good ending for Jodie is where she dies, because death is her escape from this, you know, shitty life she has, and she gets to be reunited with her mother in glorious afterlife paradise for all eternity, without Aiden and without Mr. Douche, who is aka Ryan, and she's reunited with the old Native American woman, so that's just an added bonus on an already good deal. So pretty much the only thing you can do is I feel bad for Jodie. I've said that a shockingly amount of times, but it's a very sad situation. She never really had a chance to begin with, and yeah, it's just, how do I get out of here?
I'm sorry, Jodie.
Okay, talk about unnecessary, but so Cole just straight up lied to us. He said no one was coming. I don't know if they met him in the hallway and, you know, did that, or I don't know if he was in on it, but either way. So we're about to meet supervillain Dawkins here, where he reveals our, I mean, if you couldn't tell by this office, he's clearly a supervillain by now. He's descended into madness. So one of the things I don't like about this game is you can't hear the player's thoughts. In Heavy Rain, if you push down L2 or R2, I can't remember which one it is, you can see what they're thinking at all times, but you can't really do that in this game. So I'm sure there's a bonus here somewhere. Never mind. Some stock photos here. So what I've always wondered is, his daughter has a very clear red hair there, and Willem Dafoe does not have red hair, neither does this woman, so maybe there's some shady things going on here with his wife and someone else. So there's a camera right here, so it's not like he didn't see us wake up. So that is the Mega Portal / Entity Dark Hole final boss kind of thing.
Most powerful condenser ever created. Impressive, isn't it?
Nathan. Oh.
Jody, it's good to see you. I was so afraid something happened to you. You've lost weight. You look exhausted. But at least you're alive. Let's go into my office. Please, have a seat. How do you feel?
I've been better. That hit on the head did not help.
Oh, I'm sorry. I told them not to hurt you. Just didn't want to give you a chance to use items.
Where's Cole?
He's at home. He's fine. I know
He's not
trying to
fine.
help you. Don't worry, there won't be any consequences.
Cole's, I think he might be dead already, I don't know. But Defoe is evil here. He's already lying. He's lying. All of this is lying.
How did they find me?
I've been tracking you ever since you escaped. They wanted to kill you. But I convinced them to wait for a while, watch you from a distance.
What happened to my mother, Nathan?
Nora wasn't stable.
So Dawkins was in on it from way back then. I mean, he's been gaslighting and lying to you this entire time. Ever since Jody was born, basically. That doesn't make him necessarily a bad character, because he very obviously cares for Jody, but his wife and daughter dying is mostly what made him go into a downward spiral. But he's been part of this since the beginning. He's been one of the, you know, the evil men in suits.
My mother would never hurt me.
They couldn't take that chance, look. I was a researcher at the DPA, Jody. I didn't discover until much later what happened.
Why all the lies, Nathan? Those people pretending to be my parents.
I saw right through that. I saw right through that the first time I played through this, and I saw right through that now. I knew for a fact, before I even knew for a fact, that those were not her parents.
The DPA thought you needed a stable emotional environment. Home, loving parents.
Loving parents, my left ass.
Semblance of a normal life. Whatever would help us study you in the right conditions.
just my ass, not my left ass. Nobody has two asses.
Study me?
I was gonna say left foot, but then I switched over and I didn't realize it until later.
Study me? What was I to you, Nathan? A little lab rat? I was just a girl, for fuck's sakes. I was just a little girl.
You were the link. The link between our world and the infra world. You were everything we ever dreamed of.
So now, you're just gonna hand me back to the CIA? Is that the plan, Nathan?
They brought you here because they have something for you to do, and they'd be very grateful if you do it.
You're asking me to help the people who wanted to kill me? Is that what you're asking me, Nathan?
Listen, Jodie.
Why should I listen to you? You work for them, and you lied to me about my mother and my parents, and for what? The money, or the power, or the fame?
Oh, stop that, Jodie. You know that's not true.
I know nothing anymore.
We know another country has discovered the infraworld. They think it's something to be controlled or manipulated.
So the next episode is definitely going to be the Russia one, because Jodie gets pulled back into the CIA to do one last thing. Pretty much she gets blackmailed into, she either has to do it or die is what they pretty much tell her.
You know what that would mean, Jodie?
What has all this got to do with me?
Because you know the infraworld better than anyone.
It's the CIA's job.
It's actually a job for the FBI, because if it was the FBI doing it, it'd be done by now.
And I'm done with that.
They want to offer you a deal. You do this for them. They let you out, you're free. Jodie, do you know what would happen if a passage is open? It'll be the apocalypse. You have the power to stop this.
So, he's saying it'll be the apocalypse, but that's what he's doing right now. Just behind closed doors. He's trying to get his wife and daughter back, which, again, I don't blame him for. 98% of people took the medallion from Nora. I thought a lot of people would just kind of forget about that. Only 70% of people ended Nora's suffering. Okay, so I think it's this one and 2 more of the episodes before we the game is finished. So I very stupidly made 10 thumbnails for the series in advance because I thought it'd take longer than it did. So I'm looking like a fool now because I have twice as many thumbnails as I really needed. And I need to remake one that says just final, part final, instead of part 5.
The Republic of Kazakhstan has discovered the existence of the...
Unless I cut it here and do another part, but I don't really know which of them I'm going to do.
Down the rift, conducting experiments from a secret base located in the province of 𝘚𝘵𝘴.
We don't know what stage they are in their experiments, but we've detected important fluctuations within the infraworld. That means they've found a way to interact with the other side.
Now your mission is to destroy this condenser and any other advanced technology you find.
Even if we manage to destroy the condenser, the rift will still be there.
Building a condenser is a costly and time-consuming business. But this operation will gain time to better understand the world and make sure that no one try to use it against us.
I assume the site will be heavily guarded?
Well, you should expect considerable military resistance. Team will.
Team?
Show them in, Marla.
Hey, baby. Good to see you, girl.
Dayton's team goes with you, a small, agile commando unit able to avoid detection. The mission begins in 2 days. Good luck.
So that bald guy is the CIA instructor man from the very beginning, and of course we have Mr. Douche Nozzle and then some generic Asian man, who I'm assuming is only here because he's gonna die.
Be careful, Jody. No one knows what you're gonna find on the other side.
You're gonna find an underwater megalodon skeleton ghost is what you're gonna find.
Don't worry. I don't think I'm ready to try that in full.
You will in about a week.
Because I don't want to lose you.
So it's hard to tell if Dawkins is being sincere here or if he's trying to gaslight / manipulate Jody. But I do think he doesn't want Jody to die. One way or another, because she's the only... Well, for selfish reasons, and for caring reasons. Because if Jody dies, then he can't get his wife and daughter back. But I think he also might just care for Jody as a person.
Looks like Aiden remembers me.
Keep your distance, Ryan. Aiden's even less forgiving than I am.
So I've severed all potential ties to reconcile with Ryan, so there's no way I'm getting in a relationship with him at this point. I don't think it's even an option anymore. Oh, is it not the Russians?
I grew tired of all this.
It's the Chinese who... Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought for sure it was the Russians. Well, anywho. Well, Chinese people are pretty smart. Asians, just in general. So, I thought for sure it was the Russians because Stranger Things ripped that off, and that seems to be a theme here.
If you refuse to cooperate, I will have no choice but to kill you. Of course, I will kill you regardless. But it could have been fast and painless. Instead, it will be a very, very slow and agonizing death. So, I ask you one last time. Who do you work for?
Aiden. Where are you?
Yeah, how did Jody get into this situation with Aiden? I feel like if she was going to get captured, then Aiden would immediately put a stop to that.
It's completely deserted!
You sure it's here?
Okay, I thought for sure this was Russia because I remember it snowing constantly. I don't think it really even snows that much in China, and it snows constantly in Russia, so excuse me for thinking it was the Russians.
Storm's getting worse! What do we do now? Hey, Jody, ask Aiden to find a shelter somewhere.
You hear that, Aiden?
Why did they need to ask Aiden to find shelter? Just go in any of these barns.
You're freezing out here. Could you please find somewhere we can hide?
I don't know where you want to hide at. How am I supposed to know this? I mean, just lay down. You blend in with the snow. All of these buildings look the exact same. How am I able to go so far away now, but every other time it
Got it! Let's go!
It's still going to be the same temperature inside the house as it is outside. How do they know no one is here? I can't believe there's no bonus here. I'm pretty sure Mythbusters or someone of the like confirmed that you can't live on snow. So that whole 3 days eating snow garbage does not make sense.
Guys, I'm freezing. You think maybe we could build a fire first and argue later?
She's right. Set up camp here till the storm blows over. I'll contact HQ and get instructions. Everything's wet. Let me try.
3 days eating snow, yet they have hot coffee.
All this stuff is soaking. We better find something. We won't make it through the night.
Did she just... What in the world? Did you just arm that C4? Okay. I mean, that's one way to get revenge on Ryan.
Did you get a connection?
No, it's gonna take some time with the storm. You're still angry with me, huh?
I don't know why it wouldn't be. Nothing's changed.
It probably won't make you change your mind, but
It won't.
I regret what happened.
He's just saying that to get in my pants.
You're right. It doesn't make me change my mind.
I think I've done everything.
I'm gonna go out. I'm desperate for a pee.
I hope I don't have to witness that.
Don't go too far, okay?
It's minus 40. I don't plan on doing any sightseeing.
So does Aiden just kind of like stand there and watch? Because this raises all sorts of questions. She said right here. Oh, good board. Oh.
Fuck. It's freezing.
someone's gonna have to hit the floor. You still see them? Nope.
They're here. I saw them.
Where?
On the main road. A convoy of armored cars. They drove right by me.
They see you?
No. No, I don't think so.
Let's roll.
Well, let's not forget, I armed that C4 and put it in one of these people's backpacks. So, someone's gonna have a very, someone's gonna have a bomb of a good time. That was a bad... I'm trying to think of explosion puns. There's got to be a bonus around here. There's too many buildings and everything for there not to be a bonus in one of these. Again, the CIA is terrible. And if this was the FBI, they wouldn't have had to walk here for 3 days. Are you telling me that this one tiny furnace is heating this entire building? That is not realistic. So are they Asian or? Yep, so some Asian country has made a hole to hell, basically. It's from all that anime they watch. What am I trying to do?
Soldiers. They're loading crates into submarines.
Submarines? That means the rift is...
It's underwater. I mean, they must have a base down there, and they're using the subs to shuttle supplies.
How many soldiers?
I can see 3.
Tell Aiden to take them out.
Aiden? Get rid of them.
I've just noticed that Aiden has yet to take control of a single woman, and they're always men, unless this guy is a woman. Asian people kind of all look like they could be either or.
Get rid of the soldiers first.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Should have shot him in the head. Also, this other soldier would have definitely heard that gunshot. Yeah, it's very unrealistic to... People get shot in the head all the time and live, and nobody ever tells you that. But it's very unrealistic to shoot someone anywhere else than the head, or like the heart, or the throat, and have them die instantly. Usually they're squirming and gushing and everything for in some cases several minutes before they actually do die. So that was everyone. So I have a feeling they're going to dress up as all three of these people and pull Indiana Jones and pretend they're them and take the submarine. Also, how do these people know how to operate submarines? They didn't teach that at all in the CIA training thing.
Fuck, Nick!
Sorry.
You could give me some warning.
So, what do we do now?
Just give me a second, okay?
There was no bonuses or anything here, but I'm just double checking. We have another Stranger Things. Ripped this game off. We have the vial of green juice here. So this one, it has blood all over it.
I've piloted a sub like this on the CIA simulator.
Oh yeah, of course you did.
Yeah, sure, let's use their sub. They won't notice anything. I'm looking for a plan, not a way to commit suicide. What exactly are you doing?
I'm finding a solution to the problem.
Nice idea, but it won't fool them very long.
Yeah, well, maybe not. But that fucking rift is not gonna shut down by itself, is it?
Okay. That might work from a distance. Then what?
We take the sub down to the base. And then we take it from there.
I'll go with her.
This is a very poor plan. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
You stay here, you find us a way out. By the time we get back, there's a good chance we're gonna have to move fast. What? Wait, that's an order, Nick. Give me the explosives.
These two very not Asian people are not going to be passing as Asians. So I don't know what...
You do realize we might not make it back alive, right?
Yeah. Yeah, almost.
Keep diving. The base shouldn't be far.
So like I said, after this game I'm going to be playing through Heavy Rain, and I really don't like Detroit Become Human, but
It's hard to get my bearings.
actually I really heavily dislike Detroit Become Human, but I might play through the pain and just do it so I can say I've done playthroughs in all 3 Quantic Dream games. They should be working on the 4th one right now. It should be in development. Then after that we're going to be playing probably Friday the 13th the game. I want to get at least one part of that out before they discontinue. Well, they already have discontinued the service. It got cut off for the 1 hour part. But what I was saying is I want to make sure we get Friday the 13th at least one part out before people stop playing that game, because it already takes like 20 minutes to find a game. I don't know for how much longer that game is going to be a viable option. And then we're going to be playing LA Noire, which I have 100% completed. I have all but one trophy. And that's the, So, wait. That flag right there is neither Japanese or Chinese. It looks like a combination of the two. They probably did that to avoid painting Japanese or Chinese people out as the villains or whatever, which is stupid. Kind of like how they censored all swastikas and Nazi imagery in all installations of Nacht der Untoten. If you censor the past, like all these BLM people are doing, they're ripping down the Confederate statues and everything. If you censor and forget the past, what's to stop you from learning it again? Those Confederate statues are up so that you learn from your mistakes and don't let that thing happen again. If you tear them down, everyone's going to forget that it even happened. They're trying to censor everything. Not a good idea. It's stupid.
I am impressed. Human would have heard that for so long. Perhaps you will be more sensitive to your comrade's pain.
Go right ahead. I do not care at all about
My questions are simple.
Ryan.
I want to know your name, who you work for, and how you learn of the existence of this base. Of course, you also have to tell me what happened when you crossed the containment field.
Just say nothing, you hear me?
I'm going to ask the same questions over and over again until you answer them.
Not gonna happen.
What's your name? That looks painful. All you have to do is answer, and your comrade will not suffer anymore.
I want to see him suffer. He's a douche.
What do I have to do to make you speak?
Nothing.
Perhaps you will not remain silent if I go a little further. This is so unnecessary. You only have to answer and this nightmare will come to an end.
Still not gonna happen.
Answer. I beg you. I hate to see people suffer for nothing.
So if he's about to kill...
长官，通讯部的通讯已经联络好了。
好吧，我马上过来。An urgent request demands my attention. I shall return.
See, even this evil Asian man can speak English, but the CIA never told Jody how to speak Ugandan or whatever language that little African boy was speaking. CIA is a terrible, evil organization who does not even teach. Not even in video games do they teach their agents fully. So we did not intervene, and by result of that, Ryan is now a pirate with an eye patch for the rest of his life, which is not even... What do you mean?
We find the condenser, destroyed it, and
I failed the mission?
get out.
And any idea how you plan to do that?
What?
No. But I'll figure something out.
I failed by letting Ryan get stabbed in the eye. Okay. I have to save this prick? Are you kidding me? Why is it skipping? I turned this on hard when I did this story, so it shouldn't be skipping me ahead because I quote-unquote failed. Actually, I didn't fail. Ryan got exactly what he deserved. He got less than he deserved there. And the game should still continue as him being eyeless. This game makes no sense. Ryan needs to suffer. He's a terrible person and a terrible partner to Jodie.
Jodie, don't get too close to them.
We can't just wait here.
So here's this idiot.
Come on.
What? But
Shut up and follow me.
Herr Commandant over here is trying to swindle our way past
Christ, it worked.
these people.
Now find the condenser before they realize something's up.
Gee, I wonder if it's behind the red door.
The door over there. That must be the way.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
The condenser's close. I'm feeling echoes coming from the rift.
This is too easy. I don't like it. Jodie! Jodie, what's happening?
So Aiden is stuck behind the rift.
接到，问巴掌，带他们离开，我们要问他们。
So Aiden is officially unlinked from Jodie, so that means he can go as far as he wants without that annoying sound happening. I completely forget what to do here. I just remember that it takes forever, and it's pretty much like a Zelda dungeon. I doubt football or soccer or whatever is very popular in Japan. Snowy, ice-cold, barren Japan. How can I still hear Jodie? I'm not connected to her anymore. I'm my own person. Okay. This is where I just went. Yeah. Everything looks the same besides the colors. It's impossible to tell where you've been. So this is the gun room, I'm assuming. How am I supposed to kill this idiot? What was the other thing I could have picked up? A wrench? I bet I can beat him to death with the wrench. the guy in here. Fantastic. This man is definitely about to get...
Raiden?
Yep.
Raiden, you're back. Hurry. Hurry.
So the entities have escaped the barrier. They're not there. Okay. Oh, am I still tethered to her? Okay. Jesus. So this place is crawling with entities now, so...
We need to find Ryan.
No, you don't. Leave that scumbag here.
Ryan?
Let's knock on the first door we see. He's surely
Ryan,
in
are
there.
you there? Glass. Quick! Are you okay?
You really want to know?
Oh, come on.
See, what? He's got his eye is cut out now, but just a second ago it was still in, so I don't know exactly what the plan is here.
Can you walk?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Go back to the subs. Wait for me. If I'm not back in 15 minutes, just go without me.
You crazy? Look, Jody, we've done it. The base is destroyed. Let's get out of here while we still can.
The rift is wide open. Entities are just gonna come pouring out if we don't close it.
It's too late, Jody. We gotta go now.
It's the only way. You know that.
They're just gonna let him walk out of here? I understand they're getting...
I need the explosives in the interrogation room.
I have no idea where the explosives are. Mr. Unoriginal Japanese koi tattoo over here just bit it. Be a lot easier if I could pick up his gun. There was something else I could do in here. I saw the prompt for it. She looks like Laura Croft. Well, never mind, I guess. I'm going to just wing it. So she can actually physically see them now. That's the first time I think she can see the entity. Oh, I got the hiccups here. Ugh. Can't go that way. So, if I remember correctly, there's a crap ton of quick time events in a very short amount of time here, and since I really don't want to do this again, I need to make sure I get it right. So the rift here is underwater, whereas Nathan's rift is like a black hole kind of rift, where it's like Cloud City from Star Wars. It's just kind of floating around in the air. Okay, I know I have to go down here. How does she know how to use any of this material? How does she know it will work? Where's my explosives? Okay, there they are.
Shit, I'm really scared. Stay close, okay?
So I think the episode after this one, because this is the end of the episode after this quote-unquote boss fight. And then I think it's the last episode where you confront Nathan and he tries to kill you.
It's pitch black.
And then he ends up,
There's gotta be a light on
surprise,
this thing.
surprise, killing himself in one of the options anyway. The one that I got, Nathan offs himself. So, and I'm not saying that in I mean, that's not, I'm just putting the facts on the table. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not saying that I want him to do that. I'm just saying that it happened before, and it might happen now. But how did this guy get down here? You had to have a suit to come down this far. He's just, also bodies float, they don't sink. So, defying gravity over here, Mr. Asian man.
Gotta keep a low profile.
Why did these genius Asian men decide to put this thing underwater? I mean, what was the point here? The ghosts can very clearly go through water, like it's only at the disadvantage of the humans in this situation. At least in Stranger Things, they put it on like the 50th, like an underground, like, you know, building, 50 floors down or whatever. Actually, the Hawkins Lab map on Dead by Daylight is actually not half bad. I played it with my brother for the first time a few nights ago. I survived 4 matches in a row. Okay, I need to concentrate on what I'm doing here because I have no idea what to... Did I just put something down? I still have the explosives, so... Do explosives work underwater? I'm pretty sure only probably certain... They didn't know it was underwater until they got here, so I don't think they would have had specifically underwater explosives. Just in case... Okay, I already did that one. Just in case, you know. I mean, I would feel like for an explosion to work, it wouldn't have to be in... It would probably have to be not in water, because water is what, you know, puts fire out. I'm not sure about this.
Alright, 3 minutes. I'm out of here.
I guarantee you this isn't going to go to plan. I don't know if 3 minutes is enough time to really get at it. She should have put at least like 10, so that she could have been like off the base completely, you know. What if all these are duds? I mean, there's too many flaws in this game for it to be... I mean, that's just another... I mean, I've only been pointing out like one every 5 flaws that I'm finding here, but here's the Megalodon-esque skeleton final boss. I want to know how non-solid entities can hurt solid people. That's what I want to know, because they're ghosts. They just go right through you. They can't physically harm you. Upstairs. Your life depends on it, and I'm going to go a little faster.
To die here with me. The greatest discovery the world has.
So this guy, I killed a man with that same wrench. Well, quote unquote killed. He's more likely he's just unconscious, but he's gonna have a big bash in his head from a wrench. But he just hit Jodie in the face with a wrench. Probably just gave her a concussion, caved her head in.
Ever known? Destroyed because of you, stupid American bitch!
What in the world? I bet this guy takes karate. He's gonna make some sort of high-tech karate thing here in a minute. Okay, ow. Why can't I impale him with it? That was the wrong way. Where'd you get this rope from? Or chain? Where'd you get this from?
Did you pay for what you've done?
As I say, usually there's no prompts like there is in Heavy Rain. In Heavy Rain it tells you what direction to push. And since I'm so used to playing Heavy Rain,
On the other side.
see, that's a non-solid object that just impaled that man. Also, I failed there. I'm not supposed to, you know, almost die. I'm supposed to... I could have swore you're supposed to fight that big shark-looking thing. This guy did not just swim while carrying a person wearing weighted scuba gear with no eye in the freezing cold. That did not happen. He also did not go through the 5 doors or whatever to come and find me.
Don't die. Don't die.
Looking gross, dude. What the hell's wrong with you? You have a funny way of showing it. Okay, so Jodie may or may not come back. I didn't get this. This didn't happen to me last time. But Jodie's like Harry Potter. She has to die, because that's the only good ending she can get, is if Jodie dies. So. So I'm assuming that's the end of the game right there, because yeah, they're both probably going to be dead when this guy rolls up, because what's his face is wearing a tank top and he's got half an eye missing, and he's laying on the snow in -40 temperatures. It'll take him like 10 minutes to freeze to death.
There! It's them!
There's no percentages. I could have sworn that just ended right there.
Good night, Princess.
Is Nathan okay? When will I see him again?
So this is right after Nathan got the call that his wife and kid are dead.
I don't know, honey. He hasn't left his office in 3 days.
That's not concerning at all.
He loves his wife and daughter more than anything in the world. We can try again tomorrow, okay? You get some sleep.
Why couldn't she have just stayed with Cole in his apartment and everything? Why did they have to go and give her foster parents or whatever? And Cole would have been a good father. She would have had a hard time explaining that her dad is black and she's white, and her mother is nowhere to be seen, so I don't... So, I think Jodie might get pulled back again by Aiden, but, Douche-nozzle, Cadoozle, he's dead. He better be dead, because I'm not doing with him again. And, yeah, as I've said, he's been frozen to death. The submarine apparently didn't work or whatever, so he's been carrying Jodie's 200-something pound body because of the extra weight and everything. I'm not saying that Jodie's 200 pounds. I mean, Jodie's like, she's canonically 4'11", 5 foot even. And Dawkins just said, wow, you've lost weight and you're thin or whatever he said. So I'm guessing Jodie's probably around 90 pounds. So Jodie's not that heavy. So, but she has all the armor on, so that's why I said 200 pounds. Now he carried that through water, which makes things lighter, so maybe that's not so hard. In the freezing cold, wearing a tank top, okay, and his eye's missing. So... he's dead. Are you kidding me? They got lazy and didn't want to do door opening animations, so they're just like, we'll just make her a ghost. So she's trying to lead us towards something, if that hasn't been obvious enough. But I forget what, because I don't have any recollection of this episode. From every other one I've remembered except this one. So I have no idea what's going on here.
Jody. What are you doing here? It's late. Go back to bed.
Nope. Not happening. Well, why am I outside for? Can I do something? Cannot believe there's not a bonus in here. So this right here is what makes Nathan make a machine or whatever to, because what she's about, okay, I remember this episode now, what she's about to do is talk as her daughter, as his daughter.
Don't be sad, Daddy.
What did you say?
It was so good. Mommy couldn't do anything. But it didn't hurt.
Stop it, Chip.
It didn't hurt at all.
You hear me? Stop it right now.
We're here, Nathan. We're right by your side.
Lord.
We love you, darling. We'll always love you.
Talk to me again. Jody. Make them come back. Make them come back again.
Can't. They've gone.
Please. Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
So this was a dick move by Jody right here. I'm just throwing that out there. If he's been in here for 3 days, where isn't he, like, you know, I mean, okay. Okay, Black Sun, this is what Nathan calls the condenser. So, one way or another, Jody's gonna be alive, because this is the last episode.
The condenser in the Republic of Kazakhstan has been destroyed and the rift is now inaccessible. We are now the only nation with access to the infrared. This situation opens up new strategic and military perspectives. Now we're going to launch new programs.
Why do these people always want to they always want to weaponize ghosts and weird stuff?
Discover possible energy resources and develop military applications.
The US already has the best military in the world, second to Russia, okay? So I don't know why they're always trying to get better.
We've already found ways of linking entities to human soldiers, and this is just the beginning. Now, this is more important than the race to space for developing nuclear capability. We have discovered a new world. A world for us to conquer.
Why in the world are they... You're trying to pick a fight with the undead demons of... I mean, the most powerful beings. Did you see what that happened? I mean, Paul did not die for this, is what I'm trying... People... This is... Mike Pence up here is trying to tell people how... Well, come on. This is ridiculous. Everything in Heavy Rain is relatively realistic. There's no trying to take care of demon soldiers and all that nonsense. This idiot is still alive. Are you kidding me? I've tried so hard to make this miserable scumbag leave me alone. So Jody is still alive, even though she went however many minutes without oxygen, which has left her a drooling vegetable. If she was still alive. There's no way after more than 5 minutes, she's dead, okay? And this guy in a tank top laying next to her on the freezing -40 degree after he got out of the water, so it's really like a -80. He was there for an undisclosed amount of time. He is dead. He is dead. They're both dead. I'm glad he's not so freaking charming anymore, you scumbag. Stab that knife in there myself. Finish the job. Blind him for real. Both eyes.
Pentagon top brass getting you down?
McGrath makes me sick. Just a typical cynical asshole. You know, I would be doing the country a favor if I let Aiden take care of him.
We played our part in all of this.
He told us we were doing the right thing. But all we did was allow the Pentagon alone to control the infraworld.
What are you gonna do now?
Leave. Go somewhere far away and just try and lead a normal life. And what about you?
CIA has it all mapped out for me. Top tier, big car, golf meetings. I mean, I haven't given him an answer yet, but it's worth considering. Listen. Jodie, I know it's been complicated between us, and I didn't always do the right thing.
You
But
mean...
maybe...
What is he trying to start again? What is there to start again? This guy's such a douche, I swear to God. He's always constantly done the right thing. Every single possible chance he had to do the right thing, he did the exact opposite, which was the wrong thing. He's treated Jodie horribly this entire time.
Maybe we could start again. You know, try and build something together. I mean, after all the stuff we've been through, maybe we could make it work.
You lied to me. I could never trust you again.
You could have never trusted him to begin with. Why did she even like him to begin with?
I understand.
No, you don't. You're just saying that to this idiot. He's so he thinks that Jodie should be like
Whatever you do,
his property.
just remember I'll always be there for you.
Oh my lord.
Ah, there you are. Nathan's looking for you. Come on.
So this is probably Cole's last
Later, Ryan.
time on
Ooh,
screen.
You know what? I got a single malt in my office that needs sharing. Meet you in a few?
No, I don't think I...
Come on. Don't make me drink it alone. Waste of a good bottle. I'll tell
It
you what,
is-
I'll find you, okay?
It is pouring
This way,
outside my window right now. I can hear it through the microphone. So, I'm pretty sure Ryan doesn't come with us now because we've rejected him, I think 4 times at this point. 4 or 5 times exactly. So usually Ryan comes with you into the rift because this is where things start to get Nathan really comes out of his
Some decisions are hard to make, aren't you?
I'd rather not talk about it.
I get it. None of my business.
Thanks for worrying about me, Cole.
I've only probably gotten half of the bonuses. So I don't know exactly where the rest could have been because I've fairly consistently used Aiden to try and find them every chance I got. So, yeah, there was like 18. I only have like 7 or 6 maybe.
All right, here we are. Call me when you're done. I'll come pick you up. Whatever Nathan says, be careful.
So Cole was already in on what Nathan's doing, which I was not aware of that. So Cole is not innocent.
Come in.
He probably was the one who called the CIA and all of them into the mental hospital. Cole was. How did he hear that knock from, like, he's like 150 feet away from the door. There's no way he heard that little tiny cute knock that Jody's little hands did.
Jody. I'm so glad to see you safe.
I kept my part of the bargain. Now it's the CIA's turn.
As far as the CIA is concerned, you no longer exist. You're now Elizabeth North. New identity and new life. $500,000 for services rendered. That should help make a new start.
Refuse.
I'm starting a new life. I don't want anything that reminds me of the old one.
Before you go, there's one last thing I'd like to ask. When my wife and daughter disappeared in that accident 15 years ago, I wanted to die too. I cried a lot.
This is the first time he's brought it up since then.
Hanging my head against the wall, trying to figure out why them? Never being able to hold them again. It was like a wound that wouldn't heal. But then you came along. And I realized that you're still here all the time, near me. I just couldn't see.
So things are about to get real here.
The government gave me everything I needed to study the infraworld. They were interested in military applications. I was interested in seeing my family again. It's taken me some years, but I finally succeeded in creating this. Hello, my darlings. Helen. Laura. I miss you so much.
They look pretty,
To see them
not
every day.
fond of...
Soon we'll be together. I'm working on a modified condenser that can communicate with souls of the infraworld. Speaking with the dead, Jody. Can you imagine?
What do you want from me?
I want you to help me talk to them. Hear their voices. I want to tell them what I'm doing. Until I finish my research, you're the only one that can do it.
Nathan. No. No. Don't ask me that.
I haven't heard their voices for 15 years. Since that day I heard them through a little girl. You. I'm begging you. Jody, do this for me.
Give me your hands.
So I think no matter what you pick, you have to do this. And I think they just kind of scream at him and tell him that he's an idiot for trying to hold on, and that they should you know, move on instead.
My darling. I missed you so much.
Let us go, Nathan. You're hurting us. You've got to let us go. Let us die.
You're lying. Helen didn't say that. You did.
You're keeping them here. They're being torn apart between two worlds.
That's not true. You're lying. I know they want to be with me again. I know they want to be with me.
Nathan, I know how you feel.
You know nothing about how I feel. You hear me? Nothing.
Goodbye, Nathan. I hope you find peace.
So I probably should have done the reason with him one instead of the sympathetic. His face glitched out there at the end. So things are about to go to 0 to 100 here in a second, because I'm pretty sure you can't get out of here. I'm also pretty sure Cole dies no matter what. He gets shot in the face. Or the head, more like. He doesn't get shot in the face would be like how Adam Sandler dies in Uncut Gems, which is not the best Benny and Sadif, or was it the Sadif Brothers movie? Yeah. Good Time with Robert Pattinson. That's the best Sadif movie. But Adam Sandler's character gets shot point blank in the cheek. That would be shot in the face. Shot in the head is usually like shot in the skull.
Hi, Danny. Good to see you again. Well, you put us in a very difficult situation, you know that. We can't let you go. We can't kill you either. We don't know what you'll do on the other side. So there's only one appropriate solution. We inject you with a neuroacid, which will put you in a permanent coma. Exactly what we did with your mother. A simple and elegant way to put an end to our collaboration. Goodbye, Johnny. We will always be grateful for your help.
So this might be the end, because usually you're already in the dark sun or whatever it was called by now.
Jody,
I would think.
you opened my eyes. It was so obvious, but I didn't want to see. I'm going to accomplish man's oldest dream. Nobody will have to die anymore. No one will ever be separated again. The containment field. I'm going to deactivate it. The infraworld will spread through our dimension. Life and death, united in one world.
It's not just souls on the other side. It's death.
I've beaten death, Jodie. Everything's gonna be just fine. You need to trust me. Everything's gonna turn out fine.
So Defoe has been stricken by grief, which will make you do very desperate things. So I understand his point of this. This is a bad, I wonder if there's an ending where you actually...
You're too weak, Aiden.
...get put in a coma, and that's just...
Find something else.
Game over right there. So... I think I have to go and get Cole, and then Cole gets killed for helping me. As I think is what you're supposed to do. Because I know Cole dies. Okay, I can't leave.
Get help. Hurry.
Oh. So this is Cole's office, I'm pretty sure.
Your team? Vince and Nick?
Yep.
They have 3 months leave. They're on a beach on some exotic island, no doubt.
Lucky bastards.
So it looks like Ryan is going to come with you whether you like it or not, which is stupid.
I've got a couple of emails I need to send. You mind if I do that before we crack the bottle?
No problem.
Okay.
What kind of emails is he sending on this 6-piece laptop? How has no one noticed this yet?
Cole here. Hello? Hello?
Huh. I mean, Ryan, the useless douche that he is, should be able to know that this is Aiden because he's dealt with him personally before on the dinner.
You keep entities in this lab?
Good God, no. They're all trapped behind the containment field.
Aiden? Is that you, Aiden? This is a joke, it's not funny. What is it, Aiden? Where's Jodie? Lead us to Jodie, Aiden. Show us the way.
I can't do anything.
Right. Now where? This way.
Over there.
Okay, I get it.
They don't really seem in a rush.
You want us to take the elevator? Is that it?
Leave it to me.
Can I help you?
Cole Freeman, I have a level 3 authorization. He's with me.
I'm sorry, Mr. Freeman. You do not have the correct authorization for this level.
Maybe you could make an exception. I just want to show him.
Sorry, sir. This area is level 4 classified. You do not have the right credentials.
You gotta get us past him, Aiden.
Desk 42, hello. Hello? Hello?
He's done it.
I think you made a mistake. Could you check again, please? Cole Freeman, Ryan Clayton?
I'm sorry, you are on the list. My apologies. Go on through.
Thank you.
Hurry, Aiden. Take us to Jody.
That guard definitely just heard that. Okay, so we're going pretty far away just to...
Something moved.
Again, I should point out how Jody would have been dead already about 100 times over if Aiden was not a character. And Jody did die already, canonically, even with Aiden on the ice slab. Well, where is she? She's not even...
Jody's here?
Yeah, go through.
Jody.
Get out. Oh, Nathan.
He's gonna deactivate the containment field.
What?
Why? Why would he do that?
He's gone insane. He thinks he's gonna get his family back. We gotta stop him.
I have a feeling that Nathan's loss of sanity was really added because they needed a final part of this game. And they thought it'd tie in nicely, and it kind of comes off because you don't really learn that he's going insane until this last episode here, and he seems perfectly fine until now. So.
This way! Hurry up! Don't stay here! We gotta stop this place now! We gotta get out! Now!
So I'm pretty sure, there you go. Speaking of Stranger Things and how this gets ripped off by Stranger Things all the time, Cole's about to pull a Sean Astin.
There might still be a chance to reactivate the field. It isn't already too late. Jesus! They're out! They're all out!
The shield isn't working!
So, this is the...
Jody! You're the only one who can stop this. Dawkins has gone mad. He took down the field. You gotta get rid of these goddamn monsters now!
I ought to kill you, McGrath. But the last thing the Infraworld needs is a son of a bitch like you. Get out of my way.
Clayton! Get me out of here immediately, Clayton! Agent Clayton, that's an order!
He definitely just lost his job.
You're all gonna die here. We're all gonna die.
Not now, Aiden.
So we are very stupidly going to run into this thing, which I never really understand why they couldn't just do it from here somehow.
Come on.
My it got cut off again, so we're going to just resume. So we are in the grand climax here with Cole, who's unfortunately going to be the one who gets killed out of these two, because Mr. Douche over here has provided nothing but anxiety for Jody. And he somehow gets to live no matter what you do or how hard you try to kill him, or how much salt you put on his chicken. It's just very unfair how Cole is going to be the one to die.
What are you doing?
Portable containment field. Should protect me long enough to reach the condenser and trigger the manual self-destruct. Might be our only chance to close the rift. It's a long shot, but it's the best I got.
It says radioactive.
We need to get out of here, let the military clean up their own fucking mess. Jody, no.
Paul's right. It's our only chance.
Jody's already done this once before.
Right?
I always figured I'd die a hero.
The nerve of that person. That dude, oh, I figured I'd die a hero. What kind of douche says that? Him. Are we not wearing hazmat suits? I feel like we probably should. Cole's about to get William Costigan Jr. here.
No one's ever been before, so there's no telling what we'll find down there.
How much time do we have after we've activated the self-destruct?
The system was designed to be activated remotely. The explosion will be practically instantaneous. We're not coming back.
He isn't. You gotta admire Cole's dedication to this, and Dawkins is already down here, so.
Don't attract attention.
I guarantee you there's gonna be a bonus or something down here, but I do not really want to spend the necessary time looking for it.
The condenser zone is on the other side of that door.
We've got company.
Well, they haven't seen us yet.
Yeah, let's whisper so the entities can't hear us.
I hope you're right, or our little trip into the infraworld might come to a sticky end.
Can't go that way. So we pretty much just have to go straight. I think we just have to not be seen by the entities.
Jody, don't get too close to that.
Let's go!
There's no prompts or anything, and they could be. Every time I think I'm pushing the right thing, it always messes up. And every time I think I push the wrong one, it more often than not is the right one actually. So I don't really know what. See, in Beyond Two Souls, you only really push 2 buttons at once that you have to hold down. In Heavy Rain, you'll push like 7 buttons at once, and then you'll have to turn the control stick, and it's really stupid. But it's also you have a more of an accomplished feeling when you pull it off.
Fuck! Jody, they're coming! Jody, no!
Come on, Cole. So you can of course leave Cole there and not go back for him, but that's pretty heartless. So that's one way Cole can die. He can get straight up shot by Dawkins.
I'm sorry, Princess. You're gonna have to go on without me.
No, wait. I'm not leaving you.
Fine. The Black Sun, Jody. Or nobody will make it.
He's right. Come on, Jody.
So you can also leave him here, I'm pretty sure.
Aiden is still on the team.
So he's alive right now, but he's canonically gonna die. Well, that's a lot better than... Actually, I don't know if dying alone on the floor or surviving long enough to get vaporized by the nuclear blast, or getting just shot in the head by Dawkins, who's right past this gate. But yeah, Cole dies no matter what. Or you could just leave him behind that gate like a real villain would do. But Cole is actually one of the few decent characters in this game, so I give him credit. So I'm gonna honor his I'm not gonna leave him behind the gate, is what I'm trying to say. He has more dignity than that. He's also the only one who's actually nice to Jodie, unlike Captain Douche over here, who's trying to get in her pants. Cole is not trying to get in her pants. And Cole actually likes her and calls her nice things that I'm sure any, girl wants to be called.
You hear that? Don't listen to it! Keep going!
Who are they?
Souls! Lost souls!
This will... Oh god, no, do not... Okay. Jeez. This will be me one of these people.
My baby. I lost my baby. Have you seen him? No. No,
Ryan! Ryan!
I'm glad we finally ditched him. I've only been trying to since I met him, and all it took was walking in the wrong direction in this, sandstorm. Okay, so things can go wrong. Ryan can shoot him, he can shoot him, he can shoot Ryan and kill Ryan, which is what I'm gonna try and do. Oh god, I didn't hear anything. Okay.
Maybe it's because they don't recognize you anymore! Your anger has changed you!
I miss them. I miss them so much.
I'm gonna destroy the condenser. And if you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me.
That's not what I would have chosen if I knew that's what she would say. So that's one way that can work out, which is what I got last time too.
Oh, I missed you. I missed you so much. You're the only one who can fix this, Jodie. Do it. Do it for me.
You could say sorry at least, but seriously, I'm glad that Dawkins gets a happy ending. And unfortunately, the only happy ending, in my opinion, is his death for Jodie. But and it was for Dawkins too, ironically. So.
There you are. What happened?
he found what he was looking for. Come on.
So even though Cole said it will instantly, you know, blow us up, Ryan still, like the idiot douche he is, he still finds a way to survive this, even though it kills Jodie for real this time, not like any ice slab or whatever, but Ryan survives this friggin' crap. I pushed right all 3 times. That was a left. Right again. Left. Right again. That one went right through Ryan.
Fucking monsters! God, this damn belt would be dead.
My containment field's not working.
What? You sure? Check the panel.
I'm telling you, it's not working.
Fuck. I gotta think. Think of something.
What are you doing?
You stand the best chance of destroying the Black Sun. Just take this and do it.
No, those things are gonna slaughter you.
Take the damn belt and destroy the fucking condenser.
I cannot believe he didn't say that's an order after that. Good lord.
Get out of here before I change my mind.
See, that's more douchey of him. You don't see him die, and he survives this. Well, he stole a kiss off of Jodie, which, I mean, which is a douchey thing to do. I've rejected him 4 times now, but seeing as he thinks he's about to die, so I can give him a pass on that one, since he's, you know, he thinks he's seconds away from death.
We inject you with a neural acid, which will put you into...
I can't believe that guy survived.
Exactly what we did with your mother.
It's too late. It's too late.
So, it's been part 5 of Beyond Two Souls. This is the final part. Heavy Rain's gonna come after this. This is the most challenging part of this game by far, is mashing these buttons. And that's not saying much. She's been walking towards this thing for like 10 minutes at the same distance that she's at.
It's like a witch.
What to do with witches? Burn.
I'm getting off of them like immediately though, so... She's 15 again.
I'm sick and tired of your stories!
Oh, this guy sucks.
But you're really gonna get it!
I'm killing my thumbs. Okay, she finally got to the start here. So now we learned that Aiden and her were originally twins.
For God's sake, what's going on?
A twin. He strangled her. We couldn't do anything.
I want to see my son.
Aiden. My twin. My brother.
I could go without this visual. Hallelujah. We're finally here. Okay, get a look at this.
You couldn't leave each other. Our souls were gone. I loved you. I hated you for years. You were a part of me.
So Aiden leaves no matter what. Also, he was generic, just a generic male with a buzz cut. I thought he was black. He looked pretty tan. Alright, so this is where we have to choose which. We are definitely not going back to our hellish life.
Other side. Another world. Coming the wind, the stars, the universe. Being with Aiden and those I've loved forever.
And just in case you're curious about the other side. Again, this douchebag is still alive.
Being in love.
Love you, Jodie.
Growing old.
Love you.
So many things I still have to do.
Forget that. Screw him. See you later. Again, this douchebag survives every single thing. He just survived basically a nuclear explosion is what he just did. In the fetal position.
Jodie! Jodie! Jodie, come on, wake up. Jodie, wake up. Jodie, wake up. Jodie. Jodie. Jodie, wake up. No. No. Jodie, wake up.
So it looks like Ryan has finally gotten what he deserves. He is now semi-blind without Jodie, who he apparently cares about, even though he's a total douche to her this entire time. And Cole is also confirmed dead. 96% of people? You mean I didn't know you could fail to shut down the condenser. Only 18% of people chose death? Yeah, Ryan can get killed by Dawkins if you push the right things, which is what I was trying to do. I was trying to get him to come in and like be the hero or whatever that he was trying to do, because I pushed the, you know, the buttons thinking that Ryan would come in and, you know, try to jump in and get shot in the face or whatever. But apparently no, Ryan has survived every single disastrous event I've put him in. I've been trying to kill Ryan or physically harm Ryan. I've been trying to play mind games on Ryan this entire time I've known him, and he survived. That's unbelievable. I cannot believe it. So I definitely thought this game was longer than it probably took me longer to beat it before, because I didn't really know what I was doing. Again, I played this 6 years ago when it came out. I was a preteen, so cut me a break.
You just have to listen carefully to hear its whisper.
But we got a good ending for Jodie, and that's all that matters at this point, because she's been through far too much, and this was the only option. Okay, this was the only option for Jodie. She gets to be with her mother, who clearly loves her more than anyone, and in the process we stuck it to Clayton, who is now all sad and everything, and that's a good punishment, I think, for deceiving and being so mean to Jodie, who already has a hard life, and he's trying to manipulate her into loving him too, and it's just such a douchebag. So I'm glad that he's blind and
nor hell. There's no God.
All that.
Devil. Just a place where we continue to exist after we die. My soul explores it endlessly, and I've still only seen a fragment of it. I can be everywhere and nowhere. I can dissolve into nothing, or become whole again. I can merge my soul with others, and be more alone than any human being has ever been. All this is possible merely by the force of my will.
all right.
I continue to look through to your world. I watch over those I love. I'd like them to know I'm there, that I'm okay. To hold them in my arms one more time. Tell them how much I miss them. But I have to settle for being close by. Invisible. Transparent. No more than a fading memory.
What? What is this? Cole? He's alive? I thought Cole always died. Well, gee golly. Well, that's a good ending for everyone. Ryan is screwed and sad, Cole's alive, and Jodie's dead. I like how she lets in Cole that she's still around, but she lets Ryan just be sad, and she doesn't try to contact him.
I know what has been and what is yet to be. I know all the possibilities. I can see the darkness coming. I must stay a while longer. There is still a part to play. Before I can leave to discover what lies beyond.
So these are the homeless people who I chose not to kill.
Sometimes
They all somehow live together.
I spend hours staring into space, watching the images as they go by. I play over and over again, like a TV that's never turned off. I don't know why I'm seeing all this, but there's one thing I do know. It all really happened. When I'm alone, I listen to the voice inside my head. She talks to me. She says there are things I need to know. Sometimes I shut my eyes and it's as if I could fly. I can go through walls.
So, this is the girl that Jodie delivered in part 2, or part 1, I really don't know anymore. And apparently Jodie is her item, which...
beautiful colors around people, and I discover faraway places.
Which I personally would not want to be. I would not want to be some... If I die and go to heaven, which isn't happening, I would not want to be some random kid's guardian angel. I mean, that's just...
Without ever leaving my room. The voice told me not to tell anyone. I'm really scared. Especially at night when I'm alone with the shadows. There are things moving in the darkness. Strange noises. Whispers in the dark. The voice says it's nothing. That it'll all go away. But she won't tell me what these things are. And I'm too scared to ask. I often have the same dream. Everything seems so real. Sounds, smells, the light. Deep down, I know it's not just a dream. It's like an echo. An echo of things to come. I must get ready. I know there's not much time. There's only one thing I can be sure of. I will never be alone again.
So, alrighty. So that woman is the, so that woman was the baby that she delivered, and apparently in the future, entities are going to rule over, are going to roam free again. It's going to be up to her. But, everyone got a good ending, except Ryan, but I mean, screw Ryan, he deserved that ending. A good ending for everyone who I think deserved a good ending. So all in all, nothing really went, no mistakes were made, everything went as it was supposed to. There wasn't any last minute, like, you know, anyone died. I was surprised that Cole came back, because I didn't think it was possible to save Cole. I thought he died no matter what. She was playing her guitar right there. I guess that's something you could have done. I didn't do that. I just smashed the wall and, you know. So David Cage is the one who makes all the Quantic Dream games, and he's being sued right now, so everyone's kind of on the fence of, you know, if it's coming or not. Alright, that was Beyond Two Souls playthrough. After this is going to be Heavy Rain, and, yeah, Heavy Rain coming next. I'm pleased with all the endings I got. I mean, this is a solid game. It has its moments where it's, you know, psychological and pretty sad, but, yeah. So, this was Beyond Two Souls Part 5, or Part Final, as this will probably be named. Not like anyone's ever gonna see this. I've said this many times, but this will be in an unlisted playlist on my channel. This is pretty much only if something happens to me in real life and someone digs around and finds this and is pleasantly surprised that I made it. And it'll be like I'm still there. And they can watch it again and kind of get my perspective. So, yeah, this entire series, all these videos I'm making are just insurance in case something happens. I mean, I could have beat this game in less than half of what it took me to. But yeah, I just wanna have something left behind, because a lot of things have already been decided in my life, things that are inevitable and will happen. So I have very limited. I'm trying to make the most of what I have here. I can't exactly. I and I alone know what is going to happen. Okay. Yeah. I slightly. I don't feel emotions as strongly or as brightly, as vibrant as other people, but I am slightly a little sad to stop playing Beyond Two Souls, because I was having moderate enjoyment by doing these videos. But never fear, Heavy Rain, a much superior game in my opinion, and not as psychological or sad as this game. This game, I'm sure, has messed a lot of people up, their emotions and everything. So everything around me is gray, faded. I can't really see colors very well. I can't really hear music. Food really doesn't really have no taste on me. That's why I eat such cheap, bland, other quote-unquote disgusting foods such as sardines, because it's cheap and I can't taste anything. So I can definitely relate to a few of the things that the characters in this game have been going through. And it is, it's very hard to find someone who appreciates this game, because I appreciate it. I just think it's flawed in some areas, but in summary, it's more good than it is flawed. And even though I don't agree with a lot of the things that happen in this game, I respect them for making this game. I feel bad for Jodie. I feel bad that the only option for her was death. The only happy ending was death. And I'm just, yeah, I'm sad that things had to work out the way they did for Jodie. Especially when she was a teenager, a party, everyone being against her. She wanted to sneak out. I prevented that from happening. Very bad things happen to her if you do sneak out. And I wanted to protect her. So I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to see her go through that. The thing I'm most sad about, if I could get sad, is she didn't take her pink rabbit with her from the CIA Academy. I mean, that's what really, she didn't take the I mean, she didn't take the bunny. I mean, come on. That was my, once a girl loses her stuffed animals, it's, I really wish she could have taken the bunny. Alright, that was the final part of Beyond Two Souls. Okay, bye bye.